So this is my version of Boonokian's empty Bic emergency fire tool. This is the one I made. This is one that's still full and unaltered, so it's not that much of a difference there. What I did was I held it up to the light, and when you do that you can kind of see where this white part ends. It's about here, so I cut through it with I'm not going to go through all the steps because I really only need one of them for now. The flint is still good, but I used my saw here and I just cut through it, and then once I had the bottom piece off, which consisted of this still surrounded by some plastic, I just sanded all the plastic off of it, and I put this notch in here. That's where my metal fits. And so what he did, well, actually another step that I did was this little ridge in the middle. You gotta remove that so that this will fit back in there. But then that way what he did was he filled in here with cotton. And see, then my little hook here slips in there, and the end pops on. Squeeze that in there, and then this, whoa, that happens sometimes. Let me push that in there, lift this up a bit, spin it around, push it back. Now before I had a bent paper clip, but that was really difficult to pull it out with. It got a little hook in there and it slipped down in there. Obviously that hole was smaller. But this, the problem I had was when I pulled, this end would bend. It bends really easily with just your hand pressure. So I used a bigger gauge wire, and that works pretty well. So I don't have to use the pliers on my tool. Just grip it here, put your thumb there, pull, and then pop it out. And then you can pull out your tender and spark it. It's a really good idea. And I'm kind of bummed I didn't come up with it first. I mean, it's so obvious and simple. You know, you got a big empty cavity, and these lighters, I mean, they're disposable. You really can't refill them, but there's so much flint left over every time one empties. It makes sense to reuse it. So that, and I mean, it still fits in your pocket. You don't have to bundle a whole bunch of stuff with it. You got your tool to take the tinder out. And you can also use that same tool to pop off the metal if you need to. I think there might be enough spark. I'll have to get some cotton balls and try it. And it's, you know, fairly watertight. There's a little bit of a hole, little triangulars there, but it's overall it's pretty good. I like it. It's a good design, and Boonokian deserves full credit for genius reusing. So, good job.